Good morning, friend. Good morning, students. So today our class is belongs to plant taxonomy, and this is related to first year, second sem. So already we are successfully completed in before two families. The first one is Fabaceae and the second one is Asteraceae. So next family, today we are going to discuss. The name of the family is Annonaceae. So simply the classification of the Annonaceae is class Dicotyledons, subclass Polypetalae, series Thalamiflorae, order Rhanales, family Annonaceae, genus Annona, and species Squamosa. So let me discuss one by one. So students, already previously we discussed about the Dicotyledons. So very simply, the Dicotyledons mean the seed it has two parts. So such type of the plants we are called Dicotyledons. So Polypetalae, so those the petals which is present in the flower, they all are separated, not united. So those the petals are separated, those belongs to Polypetalae. Next, Thalamiflorae. So students, here the ovary, the female reproductive organ, which is arranged on the floral, the part. So this is based on that part. So this family belongs to Thalamiflorae and order Rhanales. So according to Bentham and Hookers, the Dicotyledon plants, the first family in the first order is Rhanales, and the family which is in the Rhanales is Annonaceae. So today our topic, genus is Annona and species is Squamosa. So we know very well this name of the plant. So it is in Telugu Sitaphalam. So students, here Annonaceae, the characters, distribution and the types. So this family generally 120 genera and 1200 species widely distributed in the tropics throughout the world. In India, the Solanaceae family members, approximately 26 genera and about 200 species, mostly confined to the peninsula of India. The familiar example of the family already told to you, Annona, Squamosa, the custard apple, or Polyalthia longifolia. One second, right. So the major plants of this family is Annona, Squamosa, Annona reticulata, Artabotrys uncinnates, and Polyalthia longifolia, Kenanga odorata. So such type of the major plants included in this family. Right, students. So generally, now we are going to discuss the vegetative characters of the family. So these family members they are usually aromatic trees or shrubs. Here, aromatic means, for example, we take the leaves or the stem or the bark of the plant. So they give some smell. So such type of the character we are considered as a aromatic plants. So plants are generally shrubs, sometimes woody climbers such as Melodorum like plant, and these are evergreen, deciduous, cultivated as well as wild plants. And maximum these plants are perennials. The root of the family is a taproot and a deep, extensively branched. So stem, erect means straight, branched, solid, woody, sometimes the woody climbers. And leaves of this family are alternative, extrapolate, simple, and aisle passages are present in the stems as well as leaves also. Now, the very important topic. Now we are entering into the floral characters of the family. So here, very interesting, the floral structure are present in Anonaceae family. So the picture shows the flower of the Annona squamosa or the custard apple. When we open the flower, we can see like this. So students, here, the flowers are often solitary, axillary, terminal, or leaf opposite. So the inflorescence are there appear, they are developed the solitary, axillary position, axillary place, or terminal, sometimes terminals. Some of the species like Polyalthea longifolia, the inflorescence they are formed the direct bark, which is or the trunk. This means the calyflorus, where the flowers are borne on the old axis, are woody tubercles. The flowers are mostly bisexual or sometimes unisexual, actinomorphic, and hypogynous. Sometimes they are zygomorphic. So the size of the petals and sepals, they are slightly different. So in this family, we are generally considered the sepals and petals, we are perianth. So students, here, first we discuss the calyx. So sepals are three: cephaloid, polycephalous, cannot at the base, valvate. So here the perianth is usually trimerous. Trimerous means, students, here the floral, the parts, they are arranged in three numbers. So in each hole they are arranged 3 and 3. So here the calyx has 3 sepals which are free or united at the base or into the 3-lobed cup as cyathocalyx. Cyathocalyx, and shows velvet estivation. So what is the estivation here? We discuss later in the floral diagrams. Next, the corolla, petals are 6 in 2 holes of 3 each. Petals are 6 in 2 holes of 3 each. Inner hole is absent in some species of Ennona. Similar or inner, smaller as in Onango, free or basally connate and imbricate or velvet estivation. So sometimes there are three in the lower hole and three are the inner holes, the outer holes. So finally, the all the corolla are six in number and arranged three in a hole. So this is the picture shows. Think it is Polyalthea, the flower. So the fruits are the compound fruits and the compound branch-like fruits are present in this family. Next, the Androecium. So students here, stamens are numerous and numerous spirally arranged on the axis, which form the large convex receptacle. Filament are short and thick, anthers are long, extros, truncate, connective, and bitheous. Means here, the Androecium consists of numerous free stamens, which are spirally arranged on a large convex receptacle. The filaments are short and thick. The anther are adnate and extrose, and the connective is produced into an oblong, dilated or truncate head above the anthers. So see the picture. The first A1 is the shows the anther positions, and these are the petals. We can easily identify this is the trimerous. Trimerous three parts here, 1, 2, 3. This is also 1, 2, 3, like this. Next goes to gynoecium. So here students, the gynoecium has 1 to indefinite carpels which are spirally arranged on the receptacle above the stamens. So the gynoecium is arranged above the stamens, means it is the gynoecium position. There are 1 to 3 carpels in few plants, few to many in Artabotrys, means it is like this, Artabotrys plant, few to many, and indefinite in Polyalthea. Polyalthea is a tree. There are indefinite or a more number of the carpels are present. The carpels are free, but very rarely, as in Annona, they are subconate with distinct stigmas. The ovary is superior, unilocular, with usually many anatropous ovules in the 2 rows on the ventral of the carpel. So like this, it is a Annona fruit. So it is a different the aggregated fruit. It is each part it is a fruitlet, and it is formed the aggregate fruit. The placentation is parietal or sometimes basal or subbasal. As in Polyalthea, which has 1 or 2 ovules, the style is short or the stigma is sessile. Next students, fruit and seeds. The fruit is often an aggregated of berries, here aggregated of berries. Many seeded berries are usually constricted between the individual seeds. Here individual seeds, but the compound fruit is in Annona squamosa. In Annona, the berries become confluent with each other and with the receptacle to form a globose or ovoid, many-seeded fleshy fruits. The seeds are large with embryo and a dense ruminant endosperm. Ruminant endosperm. Next, pollination. The flowers are often fragrant due to the presence of oil sacs and pollinated by flies. Here, already I told to you, it is a aromatic substances are present in the leaves and flowers also. Due to these, the aromatic, the substances, the pollinated is occur is generally and effectively. In most of the Annonaceae, the mature carpels are juicy and colored and the freely eaten by the birds and bats. Sometimes Annona, which has compact fleshy fruits too big to be carried by birds, is generally dispersed by the mammals. The seeds are arthrobotrys and polyalthea are drifted by sea. So it is, and they are attracted to the by the fragment, the flowers and the leaves. So it is very happily the pollination is that is entomophilous due to gaudy and scented flowers. And the students here, the floral formula, I will show you the flower later. Then 1 second. So here, the twig with fruit, that is Annona squamosa, the fruit, the longitudinal section of the flower and the stamen. So these are floral diagram, the outermost 3 sepals, and these are 6 petals. In the middle portion, these all are uncountable the stamens, and these are the androecium parts. There is the carpels, which is present in the central portion of the flower. So the floral formula, this family, it is this is symmetrical, bisexual, K3, calyx 3, corolla 3, 3 plus 3, and androecium is infinity, gynoecium is infinity, are the united. So this is the annona plant. This is the fruit of the annona. Here, the flower part is become the next the fruit. So it is the stem. It is very hard. It is the base of the fruit, and these are the sepals. These are the petals, and this is areole. Areole means the part of the fruit. This is receptacle. Receptacle. It is play the very main role in the Annonaceae family. The pollen sacs, which is the present on the this androecium. These are the carpels, fruit segments, and these are seeds which is present in the a single areole, which is present in the fruit. Next, students, economic importance of the Annonaceae family. So many species yield edible fruits in this family, like Annona scamosa, custard apple, Annona reticulata, common custard apple, and the Kenanga odorata. Some species are grown as ornamentals. The last one, this is a ornamental. Arthrobotis means very well Tiga sampenga. It is a very important plant for the ornamental. And some of the plant they are timber. Boccasia virgata, Boccasia larifolia, and Voxandra, Ipomatia, Larina. These plants are generally used for the timber, and some of the plants used for the oil or the scented or the uh, perfumes like this: Desmos chinensis, Makassar oil perfume, and the so the some of the plants they are regularly used for the extraction of the perfumes, and these perfumes are usually with by the Arab women's. The fibers, some of the plants they use the fibers, and most of the plants they are used for the flowers. Species Kannaga, Segria, Mulusa. These are Polyalthia provide the useful timbers. So this is the broadly the students. So in this family we are explain the classification of the systematic position of the family, then vegetative characters, then floral characters in the flowers, perianth, androecium, gynoecium, parts of the flower, then the floral formula, floral diagrams, fruit, seed, pollination, and lastly, we explained about the economic importance of the family. So, thank you, students. Thank you. If you have any questions, please mail to me or contact to my number. So, thank you once again.